Welcome back to the channel, Upcyclers. Today we are taking another journey into the strange world of trading card grading. Today should be a pretty quick one. Um, I got an order back and I'm separating it out by pulling a few of the cards that I had cracked to regrade. And then I will show a couple of in-person autographs that I got back from grading as well, I guess from authentication as well. So we will start with the graded stuff. First off, had this Spiderman, and we have, it has been, if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I am attempting to put together the full PSA 10 set of the 92 Marvel Masterpiece. So I got the bright idea of buying a much cheaper Beckett Gem Mint, and it was a true Gem Mint, 9.5s across the board. And then I sent it over to PSA to get graded. Now I sent it in the slab, wanting them to do a crossover, and they gave it an 8, which was very annoying. So I decided just to get another opinion. So I sent it over to CGC, and they gave it a 9. So it just goes to show you the subjectivity in the grading world. Look, Beckett said it was a 9.5. PSA said it was an 8. And CGC said it was a 9. Which asks the obvious question of which one's right? And I think the funny part is they're all right and they're all wrong, because it's very subjective. And any one person, you, me, or whichever person this was assigned to at these various three companies on these days when they were done, has their own opinions. And that's both, an explanation of how this happens, and to say that it's not wrong, it's just subjective. That being said, it shouldn't work this way. It should be the kind of case where there shouldn't be any of that bias in it. And, the only thing I can think of doing that is going to be something, machine learning AI, kind of like what Tag is trying to do. I would imagine if Tag doesn't grade this, I'm fairly certain, but if they did, I would definitely send to them because I'd love their opinion. I'll double check that. If so, maybe you'll see this in a future Tag video. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess maybe I'll keep it. I'll give it to my son. I'll sell it. The problem is these have very little value outside of the Gem 10s. I was actually halfway thinking of sending it back to Beckett just out of curiosity. So I don't know what I'll do, but anyway, that's the first update. This is a fun one. Okay, so this one here started out life as a GMA 10. Okay? Then I sent it crossover to PSA, and they gave it an 8. And that didn't seem right to me. So I cracked it open, took a good look at it. I could see absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I sent it back to PSA again, this time not a crossover, just raw. And they gave it an 8 again. So I don't know. Yeah, there's either something that they're seeing that I am not seeing, or so at this point I'm not sure really what I'm going to do with this or not, but there it is. So I guess we all learned a little something. All right. Last and certainly not least, this is a card that I got at auction at a good price a few months back. This is just the base Topps Chrome rookie auto for Vladdy Jr. If you've watched my videos, you know that I do like to buy slabs and try to cross them over to PSA, since so many people out there pay so much more for PSA 10s than they do for Gem Mints and the other, and on the more valuable cards, even PSA 9, certainly over like a BGS 9 or an SGC 9, etc. So I saw this SGC 9.5, and the pricing was such at the time that if it crossed over to a 9, I was going to break even. And if it crossed over to a 10, I would definitely increase the value of this a pretty good amount. So the good news is it did in fact cross over to a 10, which is great. So the amount that this went up more than covers all the rest of this nonsense. So it just goes to show that, going with SGC and BGS and those, they frankly do just as good a job or better as PSA. Any of the major companies really do. If for your personal collection, it really comes down to cost, time, and what you like the slabs to look like. If you're looking to increase the value of your cards to try to sell them, trade them, to like I'm doing to try to generate more money to buy other stuff for my collection, then, at this point, we're still kind of just sending a PSA and hoping for the best. So anyway, that'll be a nice one. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to keep that one or not. Maybe we'll see what happens in the upcoming playoffs, or I guess at the time I'm recording this, upcoming playoffs. By the time you're watching it, maybe we'll be the middle of the playoffs, or heck, it could be years down the road. Who knows? Anyway, so there's those. We are going to set these off to the side, and I will briefly show you another order. This was a completely separate order, but it just had 3 cards in it. I just think they're cool. This is definitely PC stuff, but thought you might like to see it. If you don't want to see it, feel free to turn off the video. And as always, if you do enjoy this kind of content, we put out a new video every Friday morning, or try to, every Friday morning at 11 a.m. The vast majority of the content on here has to do with card grading and, the economics and the statistics, and just trying to unravel the enigma that is the grading companies and what they do. So here is a Tony Gwynn Topps Tribute All-Star Edition. Obviously, Tony Gwynn passed away, so there aren't going to be any more of his in-person autos happening. I'm sure there's a drawer full of sticker autos somewhere at Fanatics or Panini these days, but I don't know. He has a really beautiful, big, bold signature. I'm really happy with the way this one looks. I didn't grade the card or the auto because really I just wanted it authenticated. I don't really care what the grade is. This is something for me personally. So there's one. I've always been a huge fan of this card and this set. I just think 84 Donruss is a beautiful set. And this one also came back authentic. This is the 84 Donruss. This one would not have graded particularly well. I don't know how well it's coming on camera, but both those bottom 2 corners are soft. But the auto is great, and I got a really good deal on it raw, and I'm just glad that it authenticated. Same with this one. This one was not already slabbed or authenticated, but this is his 83 Flair rookie card. I do like the design of this one a lot as well. I also don't think this one would grade great. Probably better than the last one. That corner's a little soft, and you can see it's pretty far off center, thin over there, fat over here. But other than that, it's pretty good. Same kind of here, fat there, thin there. But that wasn't what the quality of the card wasn't about. The auto is where the value is, and an authenticated rookie auto with a big bold autograph like that is just a really cool card that I will probably keep in my personal collection for probably quite a long time. Anyway, again, thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, look me up on Instagram, all that good stuff, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.